Hey guys, this is the market update. I'll show you my thoughts on the Bitcoin chart, the Ethereum chart, and then some of the latest crypto news that shows us what area of the market I think will do very well over the next 6 months. And we've got charts and data to really prove how this is actually growing. The story now really is about actual adoption of these products and blockchains, not just the moon boy hype. If you're into that, then you're going to be very disappointed, I think, over the next 6 months to a couple of years. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on potential plans that I have for this. Timestamps are in the description as always. I'm going to get right into the Bitcoin chart, and this isn't the most bullish chart I've ever seen, but actually it's right in the middle of a range. And I think that for day trading, if you want to trade this and you're thinking maybe trading a bounce, I think it's almost impossible to actually trade this chart. So if you've seen previous market updates, you'd know that I've really charted this since kind of the low. This is back in August or just before. And then this was actually one of the most bullish charts I've ever seen. So you have this higher high and higher low here, higher high. And then we're still actually in a higher low right here. So this actually technically for me would be considered still in a bullish range. But obviously the kind of drawdown from highs is obviously the worrying thing. So if you know how I do TA, I really look for areas rather than just lines, but you can see that we're actually trading in this block right here, which is still a higher low than before. So, you know, still a positive chart overall. But obviously we've got this huge kind of bearish chart right here, which is this descending triangle, which is, you know, obviously not good. So this is really a key level for me. We're actually seeing this chart play out right now. So we're right at the kind of area where this is going to kind of break out. So what's it going to do? Is it going to break out to the upside or downside, or is it just going to literally just chart sideways for the next few weeks? The reason why I'm not super bullish or bearish either way is really because of the time of year that we're in. You know, we're 2 weeks away from Christmas. The volumes are going to be low. No one's really trading. No one's allocating any capital at this stage of the year. You know, everything's going to be after Christmas. So for me, this is just going to be a holding pattern until the new year, until people come back to work and actually start allocating capital again. So for me, as a on technicals, I would say still kind of bullish overall, considering the story going into next year, which is huge, you know, billions of dollars worth of allocation into crypto. That's really what I'm looking at. On the technicals, just from a technical perspective, this is an absolutely terrible descending triangle, but we are seeing really good support around this level and just choppy trade. And I think it's going to do this the next few weeks. So what I really want to get onto is really the news and the fundamentals that are going to drive prices over the medium term. So I want to get onto the bad news first and then look at the good news after that, and we'll look at the Ethereum chart later. One of the pieces of bad news really is economic news out of China, which just is not positive in any way. This looks kind of a big deal, and this could have some sort of contagion for other markets. Because I live in Dubai, I can see some of the trade in Asia before Europe and US starts. And you know, in the Asian time zone, crypto's selling off hard. And that's obviously a lot of Asian sellers. Obviously, they have that in the news a lot more, but this isn't good. And I know I have contacts in China as well who are telling me that there are a lot of people that put money into these property companies, buying homes, paying big deposits, and basically it's all gone. So there's no home because they haven't bought them. The property company is basically saying, you know, good luck, but you're not getting any money back or anything. So how this is going to work out, I don't know. And this is like a really big deal for me that could have like contagion around. So this is the bad news, medium term for me, for asset prices, for risk asset prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I want to get onto the Ethereum chart, and then we'll look at some good news for adoption in basically the Ethereum ecosystem and smart contracts in 2022. Coming to the Ethereum chart though, we can see that Ethereum, I think, has performed much better than Bitcoin in terms of its price action over the last few weeks. Obviously, Bitcoin has been drawn down a lot, but you can see the similarities here. So we have also a descending triangle here again, and we have kind of a key support level that is being tested. And once more, just like the Bitcoin chart, you know, we're really in the next couple of days looking for some sort of breakout either to the up or downside. And I think a lot of people are waiting for this before they put trades on. But again, I wouldn't be trading at this time of year. There's a lot of chop, volumes are low. So this is kind of just an untradeable chart for me. If you're a long-term investor, I guess you just DCA in every so often, but for day trading, this is almost impossible. Before we get on to the Ethereum news though, which is actually super bullish for the medium and long term, just want to touch on my course. If you want to know more about trading, investing, on-chain analysis, and doing your own research, I'll link my course in the description. You can go and have a look at that. Over 100 videos. I'm adding more in the new year. All of that is added for free for existing users. And when new course content is added, the price goes up. So if you want to have a look at that, you can do. I'll link it in the description. What is massively bullish for Ethereum though, and I think a massively different story than Bitcoin, is really the burn that Ethereum has now. So this is the token burn, EIP 1559. You can actually see the total burn in ETH and the burn rate per minute. 6 ETH are literally being burned per minute. And you can actually see the total supply here, or the projected supply over time. And when the merge comes next year, Ethereum will actually be deflationary. This is a huge support to the price of Ethereum that we didn't have before. So that is why so many people are getting into Ethereum, is because the tokenomics are just very good for a strong support to the price of Ethereum. So you can come and look at this website. It's ultrasound.money, and you can see essentially the supply growth is 1.6% a year. That's actually lower than Bitcoin's right now. Bitcoin's is 1.8. And then you can simulate the merge, which is after they go to proof of stake. They actually will be reducing the supply of Ethereum year on year, which is super bullish. That's not the only thing for the price though. The other thing for the price is essentially two different stories. One is scaling solutions, which are actually coming online now and about to pretty much explode Ethereum, because they would explode as well. And also the fundamental adoption from real world businesses as well. So Adidas came online and said, we're going to launch an NFT collection. This is on Ethereum. So everything's on Ethereum. Really, the main point is that there's so many projects from big companies launching in the Ethereum ecosystem. So you have this NFT project by Adidas. You also have Consensus, who are launching essentially a ZK rollup project with MasterCard. So this again, ZK rollups are built for Ethereum. So we have MasterCard coming in here and using zero knowledge proofs, ZK proofs or ZK rollups off chain. And this is all scaling for Ethereum. This will essentially make Ethereum a cheap blockchain, as well as being the most decentralized smart contracts chain and having essentially the weight of most people's investments behind it, and also being decentralized, the largest, and the largest that can be used as a base currency and a root of trust, which is the whole point of a blockchain. So this is really bullish when you're seeing MasterCard coming in and saying, we're using ZK rollup technology on Ethereum. We also have crypto payments, Ramp, raising 53 million. This is just one example of the amount of businesses that are actually raising money and launching products on Ethereum again. So Ramp, yes, for the increased adoption of dApps, decentralized apps. This isn't Bitcoin, this is all on Ethereum. The actual products and services that are going to be launching next year, it's all on Ethereum. And this is where the story is for me. It is Ethereum. Web3, if you want to call it that, it's really cringe. But Web3, metaverse, whatever you want to call it, this is Ethereum at the heart. I think if you want to invest in the growth of cryptocurrency space and Web3, Ethereum is that and not Bitcoin. That's just my opinion. I think Bitcoin has had, has a lot of benefits, but Ethereum and Bitcoin are not the same in any way. And they are just different investments for me. So this is why I think Ethereum is really the big play for next year. And also, the search terms for NFTs are just going through the roof. Again, NFTs are on Ethereum and many other smart contracts chains, but really Bitcoin's way behind. There are some projects, but it's just been left in the dust by a lot of the NFT stuff on Ethereum and other chains. So this is really why Ethereum is, for me, holding up better than Bitcoin and has more potential over the next 6 months or so, especially with monetary policy in the States really holding down asset prices. Ethereum is maybe the one that will actually have some more investment and more growth over time. And then all of the Ethereum ecosystem, other chains in that as well. So Polygon, other scaling solutions, ZK Sync when they come out with a token and everything like that. I want to leave you with this as well, which is quite crazy. Coinbase actually posted this. and it is internet versus crypto adoption. So this is where we are in the timeline. So compared to the internet right now, we are in 1998. So this is actually pretty insane. And you can see the adoption actually is quite high, but you can see that by 2024 or 2025, there could be 1 billion crypto users. And this is helped essentially by many applications that are building. Square are building applications on Bitcoin, many applications on Ethereum. But 1998 is still really early when it comes to the internet, and that's where we are with crypto right now. We're still really early. So for me, it's just about adding to my winners over time. So rather than trying to get into every single new play that comes in, which they are exciting, and there's definitely some good ones, some good opportunities, but really, if you went back to early 2000s, Google, Amazon, if you just realized that they were kind of the biggest and they were going to grow even bigger, and you just added to your investment over time, you would have compounded it and had incredible results. So that's what I'm really looking for, is to pick the winners right here, the big chains that have the most development and the most investment into them, and then just keep adding to them over time. So for me, the market is in a holding pattern right now because of the time of year. And also there could be some crazy moves over the next few weeks because volumes are going to be lower, and we are sitting right in an area where there could be some sort of breakout. I don't expect it to be to the upside as well. So just watch out for this. There could be some crazy moves. Low volume means there could be some weird moves going on, but that doesn't really mean too much, because when the actual volume and investment comes in at the start of next year, that is when we can get some more accurate price levels for these assets. If you want to check out my crypto investor course, I'll link that in the description. I'll be adding new content in the new year, so you might want to get it now. And apart from that, some other helpful videos I'll put down in the description as well. I'm James with MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.